My name is Ryan Mackey. I'm the Youth and Family Ministry Coordinator at Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Dixon. Been doing that for about 6 years now. The type of leader that I am, the first thing that would come to mind is progressive. As we have reinvented our Christian education program at Emmanuel over the last number of years, we've tried several different things. And after a period when we determined that the new program we've come up with isn't working as well as we had hoped, then I lead our group as we hit the drawing board again and try something new. So We've changed the program completely about twice in that 6-year period. So I'm not afraid to try something new, to try to keep things fresh, to try to address the problems that we're facing. And at the same time, when I do that, I don't just lead from the front. I'm kind of intermingled with all of the players at the table and kind of leading from behind, making suggestions. I think it's important for a church leader to continue to plant seeds everywhere. And even if the seed doesn't sprout immediately, you just keep planting it. And if it's something that you believe in, if it's something you think the church needs to try, then you just kind of gently persist from the background and get it to a point where almost it feels like it wasn't actually your idea, that it was the person or the people that you're working with that ultimately come up with the idea. So you're just kind of there in the background, feeling out the needs of the group, seeing what they want to do, and then trying to come up with a solution, and then kind of get that seed to sprout, and then to just kind of nurture it and help it grow. And I think that over my time here at Emmanuel, one of the most important things that is facing our church in the years ahead is to continue to evolve and stay fresh when it comes to our young people. And that's from little kids all the way up through our 20 and 30-year-olds right now. The culture and society is continually evolving, and I think the church needs to work hard to keep up with that evolution, to not fall behind. And I think young people today are desiring a church that's not merely a place that they can come and worship on a Sunday morning for an hour, but they want to be a part of a church that puts their words into action, that's very, very visible in the community, and acting their faith. And I think that one of the most important directions for us to continue to explore is cross-generational worship. I was exposed to the work of John Roberto and Rich Melheim and several other people that have been kind of on the front lines of this studying of cross-generational worship. And I think that it's part of the key to unlocking how the church is going to stay relevant in the years ahead. It's been my experience that the faith of children is nurtured so much by experiencing or witnessing the faith of adults around them that are perhaps outside of their immediate family. And so it's been my goal here at Emmanuel to try to introduce cross-generational worship. Now, at the same time, we have a duty to respect and honor the wishes of the people who have been in this church for a long time, that maybe are a little bit nervous about drastic changes. And so I think there needs to be a balance between staying true to God's word, worshiping God, but then also moving the church ahead, because the church in 10 years may not look like it does right now. And so how do we kind of strike a balance between kind of keeping up with our old traditions while creating something new? And I think cross-gen worship is always going to be a focus of mine, because I've seen how powerful it can be to spark the faith of a young person because they get exposed to somebody else from the church that may be outside of their family, to witness them, tell stories, see their faith in action, and I think it makes a tremendous impact on our youth and our young people.